Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me to be here today. Thank you for all of your hospitality. My business partner, Larry Oberfeld, is joining me. Larry is 100% Ukrainian, but first-generation U.S. citizen of Ukrainian immigrants. I am a United States Army veteran. I am a soldier for life. I am also a United States Army widow whose husband got killed on active duty, and I have buried 2 children. So I know the pain and loss of death, but I also know the trials and tribulations of being able to serve your country. Someone asked me today from one of your offices what I really thought of Ukraine. She said, don't answer me as if you are being interviewed. Tell me from your heart. So from my heart, my business partner and I had the honor of visiting over 40 of your Ukrainian veterans in your VA hospital in Kyiv. We delivered over $2,000 worth of medical supplies from our company to a medical unit that is going to the front. That's just a dent of what your Army needs, but we were honored to be able to do it. But today I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about the resilience and the women veterans of the Ukrainian Army and the visions that I feel like need to happen to support them. I stand here today to pay tribute to the remarkable courage and resilience of the women serving in the Ukrainian Army as they valiantly defend their homeland against the ferocity of the Russian aggression. Their bravery as women is a testament to the evolving role of women in military service globally. And it is imperative and critical that we recognize both their contributions and the grave challenges they have faced. In the Ukrainian Army, I have researched it. Women are taking on a variety of critical roles. Many serve in combat soldier positions, engaging directly in frontline operations and conducting patrols. Others have been trained as snipers, using their precision shooting skills to support their units in combat scenarios. Women are also serving as medics, paramedics, and providing essential medical care to wounded soldiers on the battlefield, stabilizing patients and evacuating them to safety. Beyond direct combat, women are involved in logistics roles, ensuring that troops have the necessary supplies and support their operations. They work in intelligence, analyzing data, and gathering crucial insights and aid in military planning. And as a side note to my speech, if you haven't had the chance to meet John and Yuri yet, they have some critically important new emotional intelligence that I think would certainly aid your government in the war against Russia. Some women have stepped into leadership positions. Many of the women that are in here today are in wonderful leadership positions and able to make a difference. Training new recruits and developing strategies for military engagement, while others are actively participating as civilians and volunteers, such as those in this room. Providing humanitarian assistance and logistical support to help those affected by the war. During our trip to Ukraine, Larry and I had the opportunity to tour Busha. Did I say it correctly? Busha. My apologies.
No.
I speak no Ukrainian. I have 2 or 3 phrases. We were shocked and devastated and
Recording in progress.
and disappointed at the fact that so much of what's going on in Ukraine is not getting told to the American public right now. And much to many of your surprise, the American public does support Ukraine. They just aren't hearing about it as much as what they need to. And so I've become kind of a global mouthpiece about Ukraine, and I talk to people all the time about Ukraine. And this is not my first conference to come and talk about what I think. because you all have the answers for rehabilitation, you have the answers for veteran centers, you have the answers, you just need the support. And my support is always going to be with you. And I'm always going to be positive about Ukraine because Ukraine has been positive with me. It is critical and crucial to address the dark realities and that accompanies the women in the Ukrainian army, their bravery. Reports indicate that women captured by Russian troops and face severe mistreatment. Putin doesn't believe in the Geneva Convention. Putin only believes in Putin. Often suffering atrocities that are alarmingly reminiscent of the horrors witnessed during World War II under Hitler. Your Women, from research of human rights organization, reveals that these women have been subjected to horrific acts, including sexual violence and torture. Violations that not only strip them of their dignity, but also highlight the ongoing struggle for equality and human rights in times of conflict. Women heal differently than men, but women in combat still come back with PTSD. They still have the effects of war. They just heal differently because women are raised to be mothers. They are raised now, thank God, to be lawyers, to be doctors, to be dentists. So the roles of women have changed dramatically over the generations. But your brave women in uniform are going through some atrocities that no woman should have to go through, and her healing process is going to be different. As a woman who is compensated at 100% by the United States VA for service-connected injuries, I am hoping that at some point I can help develop policies for women as they recover and they are brought back into the workforce and they are brought back into society after they've suffered from combat. Some of those ideas have to do with female counseling centers, female physical activities such as the ones that you've seen with sports. Lots of different activities that are geared towards women, designed by women, for women's recovery. In drawing parallels to the women in the United States Army, we see a shared legacy of service and sacrifice. Veterans, females in particular, exemplify the spirit of resilience, reminding us that bravery has no gender. Women in both armies are paving the way for our future generations, inspiring young women to take up arms, lead, and fight for their beliefs and their countries. I am honored to have had the opportunity to meet many of your women veterans that are even sitting in this room. And as we honor the extraordinary women of the Ukrainian Army, let us also stand in solidarity with them. We must, on a global level, advocate for their rights, ensure their voices are heard, and support initiatives that protect them from the atrocity of wars and the difficulty of recovery. We must build systems and policies that recognize their contribution and address their unique needs. When the United States was fighting for freedom in 1776, there was a gentleman named Patrick Henry. He said, "Give me liberty or give me death." And I think all of Ukraine feels like that. They want liberty, they want freedom, they want one Ukraine, not a divided Ukraine. I stay in stunned excitement. I stay in stunned belief that Ukraine will be victorious. And I talk to people about the resilience of Ukraine. In conclusion, let me help you celebrate the courage of the women in the Ukrainian military as they battle for their homeland. Their bravery inspires all of us in the United States. But it is our duty to ensure that their sacrifices are acknowledged and that they are afforded the dignity and respect always that they deserve. Together we can work, I hope, toward a future where everyone, regardless of gender, can lead, serve, and protect the values that they hold dear in their hearts. Thank you so very much for allowing me this moment to tell you how I feel about Ukraine and your female veterans. And would I ask that all female veterans in the audience stand? If you have served your country, I know we have some in the back room. Probably all of them. But in conclusion, Slava Ukraini. That's the phrase I know. Oh, how beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is stunning. Thank you all so very much. It's my hope. It is my hope that we can do events like this in the United States and bring attention to everything.
Я з вашого дозволу трошки перекладу узагальнено, що сказала пані Джудіт. Вона сказала, що її бізнес-партнер сидить також тут в залі. Вона ветеранка, дружина військового. На жаль, втратила так само 2 дітей, як багато жінок в Україні. Від щирого серця допомагає Україні, доставляє все необхідне для нашого війська. Також щодо жінки, щодо ролі жінки у часі війни. Вона сказала, що в українському війську ці жінки неймовірні, вони стійко тримаються і відстоюють незалежність. Америка визнає наш внесок, і багато з жінок, які служать в передовій, вони служать як снайперами, так можуть бути медиками, допомагають евакуювати поранених, зцілювати їх, тобто працюють важко на полі битви.